of a point.
Morning.
I had a
Morning,
morning.
everyone.
I had a
Good
Morning,
pretty
morning.
morning.
full long last night, but damn, do I wish I held.
Yeah, yeah, but you took your money, you took your piece. That's what matters, right? So
Guys, I have not made a penny out of that rally. I was in a Christmas party.
Yeah, if you're watching that,
Yeah, and it was like, man.
that Friday sweep of Thursday was pretty awesome for a breakout for the momentum.
You guys were trading last night?
Yeah,
yeah,
gold broke previous day high. I bought the retest to previous day high.
gold was money last night. I got in late because well, I was playing Call of Duty, so I mean, what else to say about that? I was getting some gaming in before, and I was like, oh shoot. But yeah,
I'm looking for a pullback to Friday's high and then probably a long play there. Pullback long
yeah.
today.
I kind of put it. We kind of put a couple levels in the futures chart we're watching on NQ. Really 25.6, right where that gap started. I'm kind of watching that to see what we do if we come back to that. Not saying we will, but we're watching that. And then, I mean, 26.1. If we get real wild, real spicy up in that area would be interesting too. A lot of resistance up there. So we'll see. I do think that even this immediate 90 area could be interesting. 790 into 800. That little spot there could be interesting. So watch.
Pullback to 600 will be a gift.
Yeah, it would be wild.
Mm.
Yeah, it's something.
Oh.
Pullback would be nice, but I'm gonna watch and see if this overnight inventory gets repaired at all, and if we maintain, I think I'm gonna end up buying the highs because I get the opening would be pretty telling. If we end up coming back with a to take out all these higher lows in the overnight session, but if we don't, I think because now we're trading above the prior 2 week. Oh, wrong chart. Balance high.
Well, on Friday on NQ, we broke the downtrend. So we're now making higher highs and higher lows the past 3 days.
Guys, on gold, I would want a pullback for at least 41.10, but I'm not gonna be looking to the downside. It's too strong unless the charts tell me. Um, but right now I'm just gonna wait for the first 30 minutes and see what the market is telling me.
Yeah, me too.
We got about 13 minutes till open here. In terms of any news or anything this week, it's going to be a weird week, obviously, because of the holiday. Like Wednesday Wednesday morning, we have unemployment, and that may be it this whole week. I don't think we have anything else going on. Let me pull up the. Hold on. Let me pull up Forex Factory. Um, Nothing today. Nothing today. Tomorrow, the only red folder they're saying at 8:30 is prelim for GDP, but I don't think that's going to do much of anything. And then at 8:30 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday, you have unemployment. So I think that's really it. Pretty light week.
We're looking strong pre-market.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to
Yeah,
see today.
I don't.
I don't want to get a gap and go day.
Oh no.
I don't know though. ADR, like I'm not sure I see a huge pullback. We'll see though. We'll have to see what the open shows us, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna give us
Do we have data today?
some direction. Mm, ADR, was I talking to myself? Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, no, we have no data today.
Oh.
No, I just went over all the data for the week. No data today.
Oh.
Tomorrow we have prelim GDP, which should do nothing at all, and then on Wednesday we have unemployment at 8:30 a.m. But that may not be a whole lot either. Otherwise,
Okay.
we have nothing going on this week. It's pretty light. So,
Thank you.
of course.
What happened with I think it's funded ticks?
Proactive changes that they took away profits from a lot of people. They made a rule about any profits made below what 1 minute
1 minute,
Yeah.
will be taken away. So they retroactively took away people's profits.
which is a huge no-no. It's a
Yeah.
big no-no, right?
Mhm.
Like, yeah, you want to make those changes, fine, but that's for future accounts, right?
Mhm.
People already paid for this account under this rule set, and go change it
Yeah.
after them. So that's a big no-no. So we don't want to associate with a firm that's going to do that. It's unfortunate too because they were great. They were great.
I got a buddy that was at 3,000 for a pay, and then he wasn't eligible for a pay because he only had $800 profit after they removed everything.
Crazy.
Ouch.
They've been doing like crazy stuff with the live program lately too. I saw my one buddy, he took two payouts and they pushed him live. And then another, like in their room, people were saying the first day of their trading, they were getting the offer for live email. And they're like, how does
First
this
day.
even, yeah, like in the group, there was like screenshots that I saw from my friend who was talking about it. And he's like, How like they haven't even taken a payout with them.
That's crazy.
It's them and Funded Next. I don't trust them.
The funded
Overnight
next
has
for
followed
the case
structure
weird.
so nicely.
Yes, watch it like 69-30. This kind of area here, 30 to 35, something like that is also interesting for me. If you're looking for some sort of resistance above, and again, like I think 800 here is 90 to 800 is also a little interesting. Uh, but I don't love the shorts, so I'm gonna wait to see what
Yeah,
the
I don't
open
think there
does.
should be no shorts.
No, if you want to try to get into a quick scalp, that's one thing, but I mean,
Ultimate
I
target
would.
right now being 871. 25,871 on NQ after that very nice 50% retracement. I think we're definitely, I mean, I don't know. I think we'll definitely see a push up to the 900s, which is just sort of that huge imbalance and gap in price
Yep.
from
Yeah, 880.
26,013 to 25,902.
Yeah, I like this 80 to 900 as well.
I definitely love a pullback at open. I don't want to see us just blast right off.
That's always the concern on gap and go days, right? Where you just kind of just entries are limited, right? We just kind of trend up, so that can be a problem. I would also love to see some sort of pullback.
Yes, I would love to see it put back to 6910 to 6900. That will be a gift.
Yeah, 6900 would be wild. So the only thing, right, for me, Sasha, though, is if we get a 6900, I would be hesitant only because at that point I was so close. I'd probably want the fill at 95, right? I'd want to come down, fill that gap at that point. That could be that may be a hesitant long for me, but I think 10 would be really nice.
Yeah, but to me, in that area, it will be easier to build position with a structure and know where to target. Right now, I'm blind.
Sure.
2 more minutes.
The daily ATR is at 415, so we still have lots of room. And I don't know if you saw, but those orders at 800 keep flashing on and off.
The
Okay, 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about ATR, even statistically, the daily high is at 25,872. All right, ding, ding, ding.
Hmm?
I'm just gonna let this play out. I'm not gonna make any calls for the next like 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, I want to watch to see what happens here, right? I'm gonna be watching ESNQ, seeing how we hold up.
Overnight inventory is long, so now we just have to wait and see if New York Open wants to stay long as well.
Use VWAP is at 620 and 3/4, give or take. ES is at about 683 and a half. Holding both of that right now. ES looks pretty strong off this kind of lower trend line here on a shorter time frame. A nice little push there.
I don't like this. I don't wanna have a gap and go day.
Watch into this 90/800 for initial resistance here. Could be small. I don't expect a lot out of it, but watch that up into
RTY is flying.
69. Watch 69.30-ish on
Yeah.
ES.
Yeah, she is. Right off the pivot. VIX dropping.
Okay. 895, 800 showing a little bit of resistance there. Okay. Nice.
Okay, I like this. I want to see NQ to go at least to 720. 720 or 700. Mhm. And if we can go for the entire gap, that will be awesome. Okay, we're at 720.
So good little push down there off 800. Let's see. Nice, bro. Hey. Good.
Let's see how 711X. It's untested 50%. The structural zone in the overnight. Yeah, price is slicing through
Mm-hmm.
VWAP.
Let's see how we're gonna react to 700.
Watch Q's at 619 and a quarter, give or take. Below 700, I'd be watching kind of down to 680. And then really down to like 660.
I grab a long 52 on GC. I'm looking for a scalp to 60.
Okay, nice 700 hold so far.
We are failing back inside of the prior 2-week balance, which I personally wouldn't want to see. If we find acceptance back within this last 2-week balance, we could end up traversing the whole thing, or hopefully find some support at prior week's open, which where major selling was found, or maybe a shelf at 25,600.
Are we gonna go for the entire gap? Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'm watching 25,669.
Yep. Yep.
A beautiful movement today.
That was nice off 800. That was a good rejection up there.
669.
Okay. So
I just covered parts at 57.2. And I will
Nice.
cover the rest at 60.
Right there. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, just about. Oh man. Yeah, that was a good trade. That looked good. That was good, Sasha.
Thank you, Rex.
Yes, kind of below this trend line now. Struggling.
Yeah, ES has a long way to go if we want to see the gap filled. Mm. This 700 level, for me, it's pretty interesting if NQ can hold it.
I was trying to hold this here still. Nice little hold there. Still questionable though for me.
The typical setup of overnight high sweep, failing the VWAPs, back inside the last 2-week balance. Might be good shorts if we can get like a retest of 725, 730 on NQ. We are seeing sellers get absorbed here though. Yeah, 700s. I have a long limit on NQ at 25, 669.
Mm.
Thesis for that is being last week's open and sort of last week's high.
RTY is pretty strong today. I like how it's looking. It's holding pretty good. It's green. If the market turns around, it's gonna fly. What am I looking for today? It's posted on my Discord.
Okay, we'll hold there. I'm gonna miss your entry amped by like 2 points.
Uh,
I don't
think
know,
we
I
still
still
might see a little
don't
more
love
downside.
anything here.
Back into 7.
I don't like how NQ is moving around this 700 level. I think it needs a strong hold there if we want to see a push here, but so far it keeps rejecting it. IWM looks very strong.
ES over VWAP, SPY and QQQ obviously under it. Kind of waiting to see what happens at the 15-minute orb low now at this point.
Apple is weak. Nvidia is not looking too strong.
We just got the PDC right there at 182 and a third, give or take. So that'll be interesting to see if they can hold that.
We're about to get a new all-time high on gold.
Yeah. I'm taking my long limit off at 669.
Hmm.
Shorts might actually start looking decent here.
I'm watching for that push up to the midline at 25,730.
I like this hold here. Gonna try a long on RTY. I like this IWM hold. My stop loss is gonna be if loses the VWAP.
Yeah, I really did just come 3 points away from me, huh?
Yeah, yeah. That the first time I mentioned that was the bottom, I guess. At least for now. Still watching this 30 here, 35 as a midline of the 15-minute orb, just to see what we do. We reclaim it if it's going to reject it off of it, or what we're going to do here.
Apple is extremely weak right now. Okay, I like this IWM hold. So far, it's looking good. Okay.
There's 5-minute OR mid. Yeah, I'd be more confident in maybe this potential long if we were to retest 666 at least.
I'm still not fully sold on a long yet.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to trade anything with these long wicks at the top, but we keep holding.
There, it got the screenshot curve.
Okay. Okay, pretty good. Let's see how ES is gonna react to morning high. Let's see.
Nice. Just a little push there. If we get up into the 760s. Nice. There you go. Good. Let's see, push over 760 here and then break back into this. I have like a little trend line here, break back into this trend line here and back up. I am trailing a long currently.
Really nice move here on RTY. I'm only in with 5 micros. Not much.
I'm not convinced of longs just yet.
I'm not here.
Yes, okay.
ES needs to break. Let's see. 924. Ooh, what a breakout in RTY. Really nice.
Like if I were to just look at the RTH chart right now on NQ, I'm just not convinced of longs.
Longs.
And we're still rejecting that prior 2-week balance that formed 3 weeks ago.
Yep. Look, was looking for 660 to push and get over.
Yeah, that was a perfect reaction on ES.
ES over 69.24 is interesting, right? That's kind of that pre-market high there that happened. So I would be interested to see what happens over that. Obviously, we have a ways to go to 785 on NQ.
Beautiful, beautiful breakout here. RTY, IWM. Still holding my 5 contracts.
So 60 still a problem right now
Mm-hmm.
on NQ. Okay. It breaks 60 now. Again, if it does, if NQ breaks 60 here, I am watching up into 85.
Yeah, I think it's gonna try to go to at least 780.
Yeah, I think so too.
If anyone is long gold, be careful. GLD is turning the berry side and solid pressure is increasing. If it get above 52 to 50, we are dropping like a fly. The 40 LT, that means the 4500 is on hold for now.
Nice, keep going. Give me more. Go. Come on, push. Push here.
NQ very stuck right here though.
Beautiful. Yike.
Yeah, you start to see some buyers get absorbed up here at 755.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was we were getting very stuck. We're very,
Yeah.
very stuck there.
I don't think I'm really convinced of longs until we get a deeper pullback, or at least delta flips neutral and we get above the RTH open.
Very strong 60 rejection there.
RTY just keeps going. Okay, beautiful. Keep going.
Well, damn, RTY is moving, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeesh.
Okay. I want to see a strong push here. I don't want to see this 5-minute candle still closing with a long wick at the top.
Ping ponging, we got buyers absorbed at
Nice.
755, sellers absorbed at 712.
Okay. That's pretty good. Come on, give me a little
RTY
more.
gonna stop it all or no?
Huh?
I said RTY gonna stop it all or no?
I
Or
don't
just
think
like,
so.
nah, I'm good. Yeah, yeah. It's like, nah, I'm gonna keep going.
To the moon.
Uh-huh.
I
No
got in a
kidding,
lot of
Arnold.
trouble here. I was waiting to see if ES was gonna break 624 because that definitely is gonna help my trade here, but I thought we were gonna pull back here with ES and NQ pulling back, but this thing just keeps going. This is a very small trade for me, only 5 micros. But yeah, today I wanted to come here and take trades with small position.
Could be a small position week in general, right? It's kind of an odd week. Holidays, lack of news. Might not be the week to press.
Okay. Come on, give me a strong push here. Beautiful. Keep going. I'm gonna start selling here.
Yeah, look where we rejected on the weekly LT for fancy zones. Yeah, I'm just not convinced of buying at the moment.
$700.
I'm not bearish by any means,
Mhm.
but you're looking at the statistical footprint, and this would be a classic like open. We're set the high for the week at the weekly pivot, and then we trade down to 25,000. That'd be some shit.
It'd be wild.
As long as RTY keeps making higher highs and higher lows, I'm gonna hold my last runner.
Yeah, it looks like RTY is going for the previous week high at 25.77. I think if RTY reaches previous week high and sweeps and starts to reject, I mean, yes, and Q probably that's fuel for to go even lower.
And just keeps going. Beautiful trade. That was pretty nice.
There's previous week high for RTY, so see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Nice. Yeah, RTY today was very, very clean. Very clean.
Little structure flip on NQ's 1 minute. That worked out nicely for the 1-to-1.
I still don't like NQ and ES where both at right now. Like I need NQ at least to go down and fill the gap. What
Yeah,
made
NQ
me
is with a
choose
big doji on 5
RTY?
minute.
You guys have my watch list for the day on my Discord. You have it, Kaji. I only posted today RTY, Spy, and QQQ. So if you go and read there, you will know why.
There we go. No slip.
Yeah, I want to see NQ at around 640. I'm
Looks like
all
we
out.
might finally break that 15-minute orb.
To the downside. Yep, I'm watching that ES is really looking like it's ready to go.
I'm all out. Small trade, but pretty good. I'm gonna wait for NQ to go lower. 640, even 633. If can go to 602, that will be a gift.
600 would be wild. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'd be looking for too.
That's
sure.
honestly, that's the level that I want to play on NQ. 600. 600, 602.
Yep, agreed. So now, as of now, ES is holding the orb low to the tick almost. 15-minute orb low. There we go. There we
Yep.
go, breaking that low,
Mhm.
that orb low there. See if we get any more push down. That's it. I would assume we're gonna go down. It still looks weak to me. But you guys did do that little sweep there. So ES does down to 69.06-ish. 5, something like that. Sure, it's not a bad idea. Take your little scalps and get out. Call it. Take your piece of the pie.
RTY is just still holding. Even with Enki and ES going lower, looking pretty bearish now.
Yep.
If I get a clear break and retest of 49.50, I'm gonna shorten GC. See if GLD can fill the gap low 400s. If that will take GC to 44.10.
You looking for a break retest at 44.50? Is that what you said, Sasha?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
lower end of the orb 5-minute orb, and the low end of the 15 minutes or GLD.
Gotcha.
I like this reaction here on ES. The 915 reaction.
Yep. There's VWAP on ES. I know SPY's VWAP is a little bit higher. One thing I don't love necessarily is the hold of the orb low on ES. So, and on NQ, right? Both kind of held orb low almost to the tick. So, kind of be patient here.
Yike. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's my concern with orb low is if we hold it, it could be a problem there.
Yes.
RTY still looks great. Damn. Okay.
And they hold up orb again.
Nice, nice. I took a short off that trend line. I had a trend line that was going up and through up to about 700, so I started a short position at 702.
Yeah, that 700
Beautiful.
reaction
Okay.
is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Making
I'm
lower
looking to get back
lows
down to 7.
and lower highs also. Well, we need to break morning low here.
Yeah, I'm looking for 75 to take a little bit off. Maybe even 80-ish in case we hold up. I only got 5 micros, it's pretty small. My stop's gonna be above this trend line that I created at like 706, 707.
I like this 700
Hmm.
reaction a lot, but I don't like how jumpy
Interesting.
we are here at morning
Interesting
low.
hold. Yeah, that was an interesting hold right there. Very quickly got bought up. See how it plays out. Again, my stop is above this. I have a trend line above kind of 706 area. I'll stop, which is a pretty tight. I mean, we're talking
You shorting?
yeah. Talking about 6
I just
points.
got
I mean,
back.
super tight stop, right? Off that trend line that I had. So takes me out, it's minor.
What I'm seeing at the moment, structure needs to form for me. I can't build a real thesis at the moment. I can see both sides playing out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not confident on either side. But what I do see right now are sellers getting absorbed down here at the 1015 candle low. Actually, sorry, at 1018 on the 1 minute little higher low here, sellers tried to push, and they made new lows on Delta for the day, but we obviously made a little micro higher low and failed to even take out the initial morning low. So sellers got absorbed quite a bit. So there's a passive buyer in the market right now for NQ at least. And you can also sort of see it here on the Delta. A lot of sellers are pushing down here, but failed to do so. Sort of
Yeah,
resultant in the push or pop we're seeing.
we had a little
But still, I
SMT
don't have
there,
a
right?
thesis.
As NQ did not take that 9:40 a.m. that kind of early morning low,
Mm-hmm.
and ES did, right? If ES swept it, NQ didn't, right? So see now what happens here. Again, we're kind of ES is kind of back to that midline of the 15-minute orb.
Holy moly, RTY.
Yeah, RTY's got no chill.
I guess I sold too early.
Gotta get more coffee here in a minute.
The market's been open less than an hour, and I feel like I've been watching these for like 2 hours. Or I like this reaction here, but I don't know if I'm gonna trust it. I like this Enki reaction a lot. Oh, that was good. That was nice. Or not.
For me, I think I'm sitting on my hands until we either push from these lows and get above RTH open, or we go down and look at the weekly open at 635 on NQ. Other than that, I just don't see anything. I'm not gonna put myself at risk in this little action, and we're just kind of in the middle of nowhere. No key levels whatsoever.
If these bounce here, I think I'm done. for today unless we go down and fill the gap.
It is tough right now, right? But we're in a spot like Amber was just saying. It's kind
Yeah, look at
of need to see
ES.
something here.
Both sides can play out, and it
Yeah.
look good for one side for a minute, and then it
Flips. Yeah.
Ay, oh my god, RTY, why did I sold that? Oof.
RTY's moving.
Yeah, right. Fill the effing gap already. Yes. I'm waiting for that. At least on NQ, sometimes ES doesn't fill the entire gap, but NQ most of the time um, goes for the gap. You use ICT? No, I don't.
Guys, this is tough. I don't love this. I'm talking these 20-point candles up, down, up, down, up, down. Like not ideal for me.
I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. If we don't do anything, we just chopping around here on I'm done with my day.
Yeah. Yep.
Me too.
Everybody, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get coffee. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. We'll see if any gets better.
Moment of truth. X is leaving.
Yeah.
We're gonna move now.
Market makers made it hard for us to trade. It's just a low volume day. This is very normal for a low volume day.
I could never get beyond the whole market
I
maker
know.
conspiracy type talk.
It's funny.
Literally Christmas week at the end of year.
Come on, NQ, just go lower already. At least go to 640. $640, $635. Okay, we're going lower. Come on, go to 640.
And now we're getting some movement. I'll be a little interested to see what happens once we get to the weekly open on NQ at 635.
Ooh, okay. Let's see what we're gonna hold here. QQQ gap field, it's almost done. Okay, are we gonna hold here? I wanna see NQ a little lower. And QQQ 617.50.
All right, so the weekly open retest there, overnight low sweep. Part of me wants to see another drive down and then a reclaim of the weekly open. Man, you just had a one up me, Josh. Nice trades.
Yeah, that was a nice rejection play.
Guys, I'm gonna call it. There's no trading here.
Yeah, probably a smart
Okay, guys.
move.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep my
see you tomorrow.
$500.
Have a good
All right, see you,
one.
Sasha.
You too. Be safe.
What happened? I just came back. What the move do?
You move
What?
without you.
My need for coffee is killing my ability to profit. Wow, nice little move there. Took 629. You're welcome, Josh. I'm here for.
I'm personally just looking for the 670 retest. Take a short
Yeah, the
Yeah,
orb low.
previous week
and
high.
then go for the gap fill.
Obvious.
that?
Yes, that's
Yeah, you also got
so
a
that's
previous week high there too. So good
yeah.
confluence.
There's a bunch. Yeah, a bunch of compliments there. I like that.
Really nice 640 hold.
Looking at that 4 hour though, I don't even know if I want to short anything right now.
Well, the interesting thing too is that we did sweep pre-market low on NQ, right? That push down swept 635, which was our pre-market low. And ES still had a ways to go below. The pre-market low for on ES isn't until 900. So I'm also a little torn here. I still could see the short setup. I still could see it happen, but I'm a little torn. GY right back to that high. Holy moly. 0 F's given. Gold back to the highs. The 2-minute candle close on NQ is strong.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
nice bounce play. 640,
Case
I
woke up
missed
sick
it.
today, so he won't be on voice.
Huh?
I was talking to people in chat. Case woke up sick today, so he probably won't be on voice and probably won't be on for the rest of the week, he says.
Yeah, I think he's taking the whole week off. I think he was going to say. So, no case this week.
Looks like I may have missed the only trade I was sort of interested in with the weekly open.
I don't like this very strong bounce bullish candles on ES. I think it will be very difficult to go short on ES even though it keeps reacting 624, 623.
I would agree. I would agree, ADR. I don't love that. Like I said, the 2-minute candle off the low there was was pretty strong too. So ES now trying to get back above that. ES could actually be setting up a little. See what this traditional flag here is doing. Now watch ES over 20, 69.20. Be interesting here.
My rejection spot.
Mm-hmm. This is the spot though. Like again, I think I'm torn, right? Because I think over 69.20 gets ES back to 25, 20, 24 at least.
Why 20?
20 is my midline. It's also of the 50-minute orb, but also if you, you know what I can do? I can share this too. I also have a trend line there. If you look at the way that we've been setting lower highs consistently, this is lower high, and this on the 5-minute, right? You see the lower high set up. I now think that, okay, we break over that. We're in a good spot to push. So that's what I'm seeing there. The whole thing was lower highs and lower lows, as we said for the past hour.
Yeah.
So it's a simple breaking out of the channel there. That's it. Nothing too complicated.
Yeah, I'd have to see us get a substantial break and close above 922 for me personally.
Sure. You know, put in chat. This is gonna be super basic, but that's what I was talking about. Something like that. Breaking out of there.
I'd personally just be cautious because the only thing we've been shown today is a range day, and then you'd be buying at the highs.
Mm-hmm.
And then where would your stop go? Stop would have to be quite low, in my opinion.
No, I'd be playing the breakout, right? So your stop would be pretty tight, right? Again,
Okay.
if you're trying to play the breakout, right? You want to play the breakout. You feel confident that we can push higher. That's what I'd be doing. I wouldn't be putting my stop very low because the idea is the fact that if we get out of this trend, I want it out. I don't want to come out, come back in, come out. Like I don't want to play the game. I want to go out and go. If you're interested in that, and I'm not saying I'm taking that, but I am watching it.
I want to see another pullback to the 30s, maybe 40, and holding there and hold there. If we can hold there, I might be looking for another bounce play.
I can see that, Ross. I can see that play out.
Yeah, I'm locked out of all my accounts. I've only traded 2, so I'm not trading it anyways. Just
Just
watching here.
watching. Yeah. And right now, it's still kind of rejecting that
I like this 680
line perfectly,
reaction.
which is good.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. See here. It's nice though. It'll push right back into 660, which is the midline of this. I mean, we still could not move here, but the midline of this 2 minute for value gap. But again, I don't think either way is overly clear right now. Just kind of watching here, everybody.
Okay, I'm back.
Wow, what a boring day for the people watching my stream, at least. I see
Yeah.
nothing. Right now, I see buyers kind of getting absorbed right here at 680s. No trades for me, though. Not confident in anything.
No, not here. I agree. We'll have to see how this week plays out, but this could be an interesting week, right? No news week really. The holiday. I think is Friday a half day? I think Friday's a half day. I think I have to go check. Check that actually.
I think Wednesday's a half day. Friday might be a full day.
Is Friday a full day and Wednesday a half day? Okay, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Holiday and trading hours. Let's see. Each market will close early at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, December 24th and Thursday. What? Oh, 24, 2026 and 2025. Okay. So early close on Christmas Eve, but not the day after. Okay. So Friday will be a normal day. Well, hour-wise, I doubt volume will be normal. Wow.
Okay, so we keep
Suck now.
reacting 680. I think if we can hold 680, we're gonna see a strong bounce here to
We're gonna
maybe
see if we break over
700
this.
or 718.
ES gets over this trend line here. This breaks out.
All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go make some breakfast for the kiddo. So I'll come back after that. But if we're still in the same spot, probably just gonna call it a day. I had a good trade last night, so
Sounds
enjoy
good.
trade day.
All right, man. Later.
Later.
See, boys, I'll be back. Let's see what's going on in like 30, 45 minutes.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see now if we can kind of, again, it's the 69, 21, 20 area, this trend line. See if we can break out of this on ES. If so, that may be a trade I'd look at. Otherwise, I'm kind of not sold on much of anything right now.
I like this 780, 680 hold on NQ. The thing is that ES it's at morning high, reacting again near morning high. So we
Yep.
have ES near resistance and NQ is trying to hold this 680 support. NQ is on a little downtrend. Yes, it's just flat pretty much. Okay. I do want to see NQ going a little bit lower than maybe 620 and then hold it there. If it can go to 600, that would be amazing. But
I would
this
agree.
is too slow. I don't think I'm gonna wait for that.
I don't even think I'll be here for 620 if we get there. We're starting to really slow down here. Yeah. Push over here is again, I still sit on this like a push out of this air, this kind of the very small trend that was down on ES. It's kind of just pushing out of this area, getting over that 69.24 would be really interesting. But you don't have a lot of room above, right? Because even if you get over that pre-market high at 69.24, you have high of day at 69.27 and 3/4. Like
Yeah.
your high day's right there. It's not a lot of wiggle room, right? Because you can also reject high of day. So I don't really love any of this currently in terms of like where we're sitting, what it looks like. I got a meeting shortly, which I'll have to head out to, but I'll watch for a little bit longer.
Any changes for 2026? I think I'm gonna start trading, copy trading with more funded accounts. But I think so far I like how I'm trading, that I'm day trading futures, copy trading per broad firm, and then swing trading options whenever the market is trendy. But so far, yeah, I like it. I like what I have at the moment. I like my strategy at the moment. And I'm planning on being more patient and trading less. The less I trade, the more money I keep. The more money I keep in my funded account and my bank account. Yeah, these are 20 Apex accounts. I have 5 TPT accounts. I have 5 Tradeify, and I'm gonna work on 5 my funded futures. And then I'm gonna use a tool, a software that I'll be able to copy trade all the accounts. I might divide it into, yeah, because 20, that's 20 Apex, 5 TPT, 5 Tradeify, those are 30 accounts. And then I'm gonna work on 5 my funded futures, and that's gonna be 35 accounts. I might divide it between 50 and 20 accounts, so I'll be doing 2 trades, max 4. No, max it's gonna be 3 and 3, 6. Because my rule is if I have 3 red trades on the same account, I need to stop. I cannot take more than 3 trades on the same account. There's a few software that allow you to copy trade with multiple props. I need to do a little more research on that. I still don't know which one I want to use for next year.
I would hold off, ADR. The Tradeivate Prop is talking about possibly bringing in their own version of Trade Copier for multiple
Oh, really?
props that you can copy trade across all of them. Yep. That's part of what they want to do. Their roadmap for next year is Tradeivate Prop itself. As long as you have the Tradeivate Prop account with the prop firms, that you'll be able to copy trade multiple prop firms within the same Tradeivate.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's what they're saying anyway,
Mm-hmm.
which would be great because that would
Yeah.
take out the idea of, you know, all the trade sinker. What's the other one? Replicanto. It's a bunch of different ones that do it, right? You can eliminate that whole idea, go right through Tradeivate. So, which would probably be a better implementation, anyways, right?
Yeah.
I
What do
would
I
think.
use right
I would
now?
hope.
I don't use any right now. I use Trade08 groups. Okay, let's see if ES is finally gonna break the 924, 923 resistance.
I'm gonna share kind of what I was waiting to see happen here. I shared it earlier, but with the futures chat. Let me put it in the options chat too, just to kind of show. For me, as long as we hold up here in this 22-ish, 21 range, I think we're okay. We very easily can just pull right back down into this area.
I know, I don't understand why we cannot do bracket orders on Trade08. That drives me crazy.
Yep. Yeah, I used to do I would enter the copier with no bracket, and then you could go down to the DOM and use OCO and create a custom bracket for the ones. It was a nightmare though. It was a pain in the butt, but you could do it. It just took a lot of work to make it work. Uh, the fact that you can't in 2025 is
I
wild to
know.
me. Like, not that hard. Yeah, Sean, it's awful. It's a pain to do it. It's not easy. I also don't copy trade anymore, right? I do rotation or a roster style of
So how
prop
many
trading.
trades
So
do you need to do daily?
it's a great question. That really depends, right? It depends on what I'm trying to do, how many accounts I want to trade the day. Depends on how big the trades are. There's a lot that goes into that. Because of the way I trade, right? There are some accounts that I mainly trade twice a week, right? Because of the fact that I rotate through them. I'll take usually 1 to 2 trades per account max is all I need, right? Because I'm not looking for big wins, right? I'm looking for a few hundred in an account every day, right? Whatever accounts I trade, that is. So it's small stuff when I'm rotating. It's why I still probably have XFAs from March, right? So um it allows me to keep risk, right, within check. But yeah, I'm looking, it's 1 to 2 per account per day, and it really depends on how many good trades set up, right? It's as simple as that. And every single account has a PDLL. I have a personal loss limit of whatever I usually shoot for. So it's usually in the 300 range. Anything over that, I move on to the next account. Again, it makes it so that it's really hard to blow it an account
Yeah.
because it takes a lot of losses in a row, right? You have to really have a losing streak to blow an account. So it's slow though. It's trading is a side gig for me. It's not my main gig, so it is a slow process. You don't make a ton of money real quick, but it works for me.
So how many accounts you have right now at the moment?
Right now I only have 7.
So the problem that I have is like I'm trading with three props, 20 on Apex, 5 on TPT, and 5 on Tradeify. And I because of the way that I trade, it's pretty difficult for me to even find 3 trades, one per prop.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say you could also do a situation where, okay, you log into Apex. That's the first trade of the day. Is all 20 Apex accounts. You copy those.
Yeah.
The next trade of the day is Tradeify, whatever. Yeah,
So,
I can see that being tough,
mhm,
right? Trying to find 3 separate good setups for you. It could be challenging.
yeah.
But I mean, for me, I'd be like, okay, I didn't trade Tradeify today. No big
Mhm,
deal.
mhm,
That'll be the first one I trade tomorrow, right?
mhm,
So the rotation is the fact that I just go down my list, right?
yeah.
I'll have an Excel spreadsheet and just go down the list saying, account 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if I end on 3, I'll start with 4 tomorrow.
Mhm,
That's how I do it.
yeah.
But again, it's
Oh,
different for me, right?
yeah. So we don't do that with the evals. We do that with funded accounts. With eval is gonna
Right.
if you do that with eval, it's gonna take you forever to pass them. I
And
don't like
and
wasting
depending
time with evals.
and depending on the prop you go with for evals, you need to finish within a month because you can get charged again, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be charged. You want to try to finish it within that month, right? So
Yeah.
you have to press a little bit more. Size may be different, right? Evals I tend to go a little bit bigger than I do on fundeds, right? So there's a couple things that change from eval to funded. We have some good education though in the prop section for in the future side if you guys want to take a look at it.
ADR, I think LT uses something called Trade Copia or something, and he was saying it's a free trial right now.
Oh,
Trade copia, right? Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
he's
yeah,
saying.
Trade
Yeah,
Copia.
yeah. So
Looks
side
pretty
note,
decent, like the user interface on it.
got sidetracked talking about props, but this is good. So we broke out to that high of day pretty much on ES.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what we were thinking might happen once we break over that 69.22. So I'm curious if this is the top. We're gonna stop here if we get a second leg. QQQ and NQ are pushing into VWAP. We're also pushing at 25.7, which we saw earlier was an interesting spot, a battleground. A lot of volume traded at 25.7.
Yeah, we broke the downtrend on NQ.
Okay, so we just swept the high now. Can't, can't believe what gold is. It's wild. What a what a move last night. That's 700 now. This is interesting. See if we get a real breakout here.
Yeah, really nice. Right
Obviously,
move.
obviously the divergence is pretty staggering, right? Between ES and NQ. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, no pullbacks here on ES. Pretty difficult to trade this breakout.
Yeah, you would have had to you would have probably had to get in on that initial kind of break in the trend there and then ride this out tough. Or I think Rod posted a nice trade on NQ where you took that kind of 660 fair value gap retest. That would have been good too. Took a long time to play out though. You were sitting in there in that for a while doing nothing, but it is playing out now.
Ooh, gold that pullback to 464 was extremely clean. I missed
Yeah, look
that.
at 9:30 a.m. We topped there. We did it again at 9:48, and then we pulled back to it and held it. That was nice. Yeah, that was really good.
Oh, another day. I don't really trade gold.
I don't either. I try to on occasion. Gold, I like to trade a little more overnight just because it moves more, right, than everything else. But I don't trade gold too much. I'll Sasha. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Gold's nice to look at, but trading it just gives you a heart attack.
It's tough. It's aggressive. Nice, Josh. Nice. Kind of want to see ES now hold this 27 and 3/4 area. If so, that could be good for more upside. Um, what's next though? Probably 50. Good. I mean, it'd be good. Get out of this area though.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I need pull back here on ES to either 928 or 924.
I'll be watching 24, which would be nice. I mean, 28 is also good, but I prefer a little bit more of a pullback to 24, that pre-market high.
And if we get it, NQ pull back to 700, maybe 705 will be nice also. Okay.
Waiting and watching still.
Yep. Kind of like this NQ hold. Let's see if it's gonna go to 706, 700.
I'm also watching ES to see if it holds here, like we said, at this 28, 27 and a half area.
And really like this NQ
Starting to,
hold,
starting,
but I wanted to see a
starting to look good. I
little
was
bit
thinking the
lower.
same thing. Watch ES here to see what it's going to do. The ES is going to tell me what I want to do on NQ.
All right, guys, I can't watch this anymore, so
Yeah, it's
I'll
pretty
catch you guys
slow.
tomorrow.
Okay,
Good luck for
Have
the
a good
rest of the
one.
day.
thank you.
See ya.
I'm off in a couple minutes too, but I want to see what happens here. Holy moly, this is tough, everybody. This is so slow. Really tough right now.
Okay. I'm gonna try an NQ long here. Very small size. My stop loss is gonna be 702 reaction.
So 200 your ADR.
Yike. Okay.
Yeah. I think ES still looks okay. ES still hasn't even lost that 27 3/4. It still looks fine.
We're holding 700, but I don't really love this reaction here.
This is probably enough for me to say enough's enough, or maybe time.
Yep. Yeah, I'm all out. I'm done. Very small day. One green, one red. I'm done for today. I don't like this price action.
No,
Yeah,
me
that
neither.
was.
And whoever's
Mhm.
still listening, it could be like this for the next couple days.
Yeah.
Like I just want people to understand that this may not be a good week. In terms of price action. It could be choppy, could be lower volume, especially as we push into Wednesday and then into Friday, right? Like, so just make sure risk is managed, right? I think is what I'm getting at, right? Size appropriately, make sure that you don't get stuck, you don't get whipped in and out of this chop area. So, but with that said, I'm off too.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. I'll be
I'll
back
see you
tomorrow.
guys mañana.
All right, have a good one,
Bye.
everybody.